Hi guys, welcome to another video. These things have to go. We need to talk about my luxury collection. This is going to be a vlog sale. We've got shoes, we've got bags, we've got SLGs, and we've got some costume jewellery. And before you all scream, I am not having an awakening. I am not trying to curb my spending. I don't think any of these things are evil. I'm not trying to purge everything and become a minimalist. There's just a couple of things that I really want that I can't afford at the moment. And I do not have unlimited funds. And there are things in my collection that either haven't worked for me or that have been sat around for far too long and do not get the use they deserve. So I'm just making a sensible decision. Let's get going. So what do we have for sale? Which brands? Well, we've got FENDI, we've got Hermes, we have got Chanel, we've got Louis Vuitton, we've got Christian Louboutin, we've got Bottega, we've got Valentino. I think that's about it, but they're all really beautiful things, but I will explain everything. Well, there are some bags in here and I am pretty sure that I am making the right decision, but there is one bag that I cannot decide whether it should go. So I wait for later, and please tell me your opinion on this, and I will make my own decision. Obviously, I'm a big girl, I can make my own decisions, but I would love your input. So let's get cracking. So let's start with a bang. Let's start with a bang and a bag. And I have alluded to this in other videos, but this bag just hasn't worked for me. And it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And I wanted this so much. But I think deep down in my heart, I knew that this was too pastel pale for me. And really, if I'm hand on heart, I really wanted the lilac that came out after this. I think it was the year after or even after that. The lilac that Dale has, I think she has it in the mini baguette. And it's just it's a slightly stronger colour than this. This is very pale and it is very beautiful. So yeah, it is gorgeous. It doesn't work for me because it's too pale and because I don't like the shoulder strap, and we've talked about this loads and loads. But anyway, mine has got an organiser inside it, but I won't go through every single detail of any of these things because otherwise this video will be ridiculously long. But if you are interested in any of these things that I mention, I will put the prices and a little bit more description in the description box below. And please email me. My email address is in the description box. Email me only if you are really serious about potentially buying one of these items, and obviously I can send you much more detailed photos or videos or whatever you require. But yeah, just to let you know. So yeah, this one is the first one that I am going to let go. I did say I was going to give it over the summer to see if I could make it work, but in all honesty, there's things I want that I just can't afford, and yeah, I've decided that I wouldn't miss this. So that is the first one. So obviously it's the Fendi baguette in the regular size, and I can't remember what this colour was called. I bought this pre-loved and I bought this from Vestiaire Collective. So yeah, anyway, let me know guys if anybody's interested in this. Okay, so a couple of jewellery pieces. These are all Hermes. And no, I'm not falling out of love with Hermes as a brand. I've had my issues with their customer service, and that's a whole other video, isn't it? But I love Hermes, and the only reason that any of these are in this sale is, well, I'll explain why as we go through, and it's nothing to do with the brand. I still love Hermes. Anyway, so the first thing is this absolutely stunning, I think this was called the CDC bracelet, and it is in ETOUPE. And it is with Palladium hardware, and these were so difficult to get. I was super lucky to get my hands on one of these. And you may be wondering, what on earth? You can see the inside of it. It has been used and worn, it has, but it is still in pretty good condition. So why am I selling this? Well, there's one major reason I'm selling this. It's too small. It's just too small. I cannot get it fully around my wrist without it being so tight. You can see here, it's just too tight. I can just get it on the biggest setting. So yeah, over the years I have put a little bit of weight on, although it's coming back down now, but I just have got to the point where I'm not waiting any longer to be able to wear this. It's still very tight, and in all honesty, I bought the wrong size. This was the only one they had in store at the time, and I think this was classed as I think this is the T2, and I think which is the sizing, and I think there was a T3, but they didn't have it, and this fit me on the biggest setting, so it did fit just. And I just thought, it'll be fine, it will be fine. And always in my head, I'll lose weight anyway, it'll all be fine. And I did wear it a few times, but then, yeah, I did put a little bit of weight on. And at that point, yeah, it just doesn't fit. So I can either keep it for another 100 years and hope that I lose weight again, or I can let it go. So yeah, this is the T2 size, which for most people will be absolutely fine, if not quite big, but I have quite chunky wrists. I also have these absolutely falling apart on here, these beautiful earrings. Now I will do some cutaways so that you can see these properly, but these are, I think these were classed as the Kelly O earrings, and these are stunning. These are absolutely stunning. So these are the ones that have, hopefully that is coming up, these are the ones that have little padlock, and you can wear them with the leather tab, without the leather tab, or you can just wear the little hoop without either of the dangly bits. So they're beautiful. So why on earth am I selling these? Well, because the palladium. And again, this was another time of being caught up in the moment and being not impulsive as such, but just being impatient. I was very impatient with these. I really wanted the gold ones because gold jewellery, yellow gold, suits my complexion so much better than palladium. I think palladium, particularly on earrings for me, because it's so close to your face, I think it's too cool for me. So yeah, I wanted gold and they didn't have them. Hopefully you can see those. They are absolutely beautiful, and again, I'm not sure if they're available anymore, but I just prefer gold, and I should have been less impatient and just waited for the gold. Another lesson learned, but they are very, very beautiful. And then I also have this beautiful necklace, which I will show you. You may have seen me wearing this in a video, and I think pretty much that's the only time I've worn this. I've tried to wear this a couple of times. It is just a beautiful pendant, and it is part of the Loop collection from Hermes, and it is just on like a leather tab, a leather cord, and it's beautiful, but it's just huge. It's just huge, and I don't know, I'm just very I just don't know how to style it. I think it's very beautiful. I have the earrings to match this as well, and I love the earrings. I can manage with the earrings, but for some reason this, yeah, I just struggle a little bit, and I just feel like it's sat in a box, and it is very beautiful. But yeah, and again, dust bag and box and everything with it. So let's move on to Louis Vuitton and SLGs, and it is this. Now, I unboxed this not long ago. I bought this from a gorgeous lady who was on Facebook, and it's absolutely fantastic. There's literally nothing wrong with any of these things. They just haven't worked for me. So yeah, this is obviously Damier Bean. It's the I think it's classed as the small agenda cover, and it does have some inserts in it. These are from Vantage, from Emma's channel, and this is absolutely fabulous. It really, really is. And I got this thinking, oh, if I'm just traveling somewhere and I can just put this in my bag, and then I've always got something that's a little bit smaller than I don't know where my other agenda cover is, but my other agenda, but I do use my GM agenda every single day. And what I found is that I still take that with me. And I just don't, yeah, I just haven't used this one because it is very small and my writing is very big. And so I feel like I will be turning the page every 2 seconds. So yeah, I think the size of this just hasn't worked out for me, but it is very beautiful. Now, the lady that I bought this from, actually, this is the ring that comes inside. This is the Louis Vuitton one, but she bought an extra one which is just slightly bigger. I don't know if you can see, hopefully that's coming up. One is just slightly bigger rings than the other one, so I don't know where she got this from, maybe Etsy or somewhere. But anyway, she bought this one because she thought it would make the agenda easier to use, because apparently with this one it's a little bit more cramped to turn the pages, but she obviously included this one with the sale so that if I preferred to put this one back in, I could. But I have to say, this one is perfect. There's literally nothing wrong with it, but I would include that obviously with the sale also. Okay, I'm going to quickly do scarves and then I'm going to do shoes, and then we're going to go back onto bags and another SLG, so bear with me on that. We will come to it. So scarves, I have quite a few twillies, and I've mentioned these before. I just don't use them. I just do not use any of these at all. I've tried to use them. I've tried to use them in my hair. I've tried to use them on the bags and round the neck, and I just don't use them. So I think I've got three Hermes ones. I'll try and show you this. I've got 3 Hermes ones there, so one very neutral and the other 2 a lot more colourful. And then I do have a Louis Vuitton one, which is the trunks one, and it is absolutely stunning, this one. It's just very, I just don't reach for it. So they are the twillies. And then I have this absolutely stunning, I don't know if we classed this as a scarf or a shawl. This is from Hermes, and this is so beautiful. It is, just let me show you up close. It is cashmere, and it's like a warm grey background with then orange running through it, and you can see that the H's are through, hopefully that's coming up, the H's are through the fabric, and it changes from smaller print to slightly larger print, and then on the reverse side it's obviously the orange. Oh, it's just, I'll just quickly put it on to show you. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. So you can have it so it's more orangey, or you can have it as more grey with a little bit of orange coming through. It is beautiful, and it is one of those scarves that is it's not a huge square. It is more I'm trying to show you this. It is more sort of long and thin, but honestly it is beautiful. It was so expensive, I cannot even tell you. Oh, and yeah, it was ridiculously expensive, and I really haven't worn it. Maybe worn it literally, well, I have worn it a few times. Disclaimer, I have worn it a few times, but I find this really difficult to style. And I thought with it being grey, and I do like orange, that I would find this quite easy, because I do love grey. But unless I'm wearing grey, it like adds there's like 3 colours then. So if I'm wearing black, I feel like it doesn't, I'm not saying it doesn't go, just I don't know how to style it, because I'm bringing in a grey and an orange, and I don't know, I'm just not great with colour. So it's sitting in my drawer, and it is so soft, I can't even tell you. It's a beautiful piece, and I know I won't get my money back on this, even though these are impossible to get. But yeah, I just thought one of you may make use of it and may actually use it, and I just don't use it. So those are the scarves. So again, I'll put everything in the description box, and if there is anything, if you want any extra photos or mod shots or anything like that, I can do that for you. So just before we get onto the shoes, I just want to make this disclaimer with regard to the shoes. I have a really funny left foot, and because of that, I have persevered over the years wanting to wear these sexy shoes that are just unbelievably beautiful. But they cripple me because my left foot is an absolute nightmare. So I have now got to the point of having a little bit of a limit as to the heel height that I can cope with. And therefore, the 3 that I'm going to let go are no longer, I'm just no longer able to really wear them. Now, I'm not saying that they'll be super comfortable for you guys. 2 of these in particular, they're just not comfortable. But you'll understand when you see them. They are beautiful. And sometimes it is worth the pain, isn't it? It just is. But for me, I just can't. I think I'm too old. I'm too old for it now. Anyway, I'll explain as we go along. So these are the first ones. These are the rock studs, Valentino rock studs. And these aren't these the most beautiful, sexy shoe? They are just beautiful. They are the black patent ones. They're a little bit dusty because I've been literally sat doing nothing for so long. They are a little bit dusty. These, yeah, the black patent with the nude, and these were these 100? I think these were the 100 millimeter size. Obviously they had the kitten heels, but yeah, they are beautiful. I have worn these. You can see from the soles. I have worn these a few times. And they've held up pretty well. There's a couple of, I think on one of them, maybe on this one, there's a couple of little nicks, I think, on the heel, but pretty much they are beautiful. And I just cannot, my feet cannot cope with these anymore. They're just that little bit too high for me, and yeah, I'm just not great. So they are the first ones that are going. Okay, the second ones that are going have been on my shelf in many a video, and I've talked about these have been a regret as a purchase, and it is these ones. These are the Louboutin. I think these were called the Simple Pump, and my goodness, again, what a sexy shoe. I love these so much, and I still love them. I love the rock studs. I just can't wear them, and these are pretty immaculate. There's an odd little nick here. They're literally. And also, I had these, obviously they come with the red soles, but I had this non-slip Louboutin extra layer, if you like, put on immediately as I bought them. I sent them off to the cobbler because I've had Louboutins before. I have a few pairs of Louboutins and they are super slippy. So this wasn't a repair as such. This was a preventative yeah, thinking that might help with the uncomfortableness, if you like. the discomfort of these shoes might help if you weren't slipping at least on the floor and trying to not wobble, but they're just too high for me. I think these were the either 100 or there might be the 105s. I cannot remember. I will find out all the information, but they are just beautiful. And literally, I cannot honestly remember wearing them. I might have worn them once, but they are, yeah, they're just crippling. So I'm not saying to you guys, oh, you need to buy them and then say they're comfortable and then you find the crippling. They're crippling, but that may be on me. It may be I'm just not good with heels. It may be that you guys know the crippling, but you love them anyway. Louboutins are not known for their comfort, are they? But anyway, these have to go because I literally can't even get my feet in these anymore because my left foot does swell so much. Okay, and the third pair of shoes are these, and these again an absolutely beautiful shoe. These are I forgot what these were called. These are Bottega Vanetta mules, and I can't remember what these were called, but these are padded here. They had some that was really exaggerated here. They're not those ones, and these are a 90 heel, which is so much better for me than the 100. Even just that little bit does make a difference. So the height of these and the angle of your foot in these is really good. So these are a lot more comfy. The issue I have with these is that because the mules, I tend to try and grip on with my toes a little bit, and I end up giving myself like foot ache. But also, again, it's my left foot, because it swells a lot. Sometimes this bit is just too tight and there's not a lot of give in it. So that is a problem specific to me. So I have worn these 2 or 3 times, I'd say. But they are beautiful, and I still have the new heel tips for them. And just on the sizing of everything, I am a UK 6 in the shoe, which is a European 39. A couple of these, I think these were, so I got these in the 39.5. just to give that extra space, which I often think you need when it's a mule. So these are 39.5. The rock studs are a 39.5 as well, and the Louboutins are a 39. So yeah, if you are a UK 6 and EU 39, your look might be in. Okay, I've got a bag to show you now, a couple of SLGs and another bag. So as I say, hang fire for that one. I think you might be shocked. But anyway, this is the next one that I am going to let go. Now, I have raved about this bag. This is the Fendigraphy. And you might say, you're literally a hypocrite because you have raved about this bag, and I have, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's easy, it's roomy, it's got that little flash of sparkle, not sparkle, but a little bling underneath. I think it's fabulous. So why am I selling it? Well, I think the reason that I will let this go is because when I first got it, I had a little run of it and just loving it and using it a lot. And then I sort of got over it a little bit, and I don't know whether it's just a little bit on the sidelines, and I'm trying to curate a collection where I've got more special pieces. I've got quite a lot of bags that are just easy every day and everything else. When I looked around my collection and thought, what would I let go? There were certain pieces that I was absolutely never will I let that go. And therefore, if I do want something else and I can't afford it, so be it. That is my choices and everything else. But when I did look around, I thought, actually, I won't miss this. It's a really handy little bag, and it is really, really cool. But if I could swap this for the one that I really want, then I would. So, and again, I got this pre-loved. I got this from Vestiaire Collective, I think. And there's nothing to note on it. There's literally, it's slightly scratched underneath on the hardware, but it was when I bought it. And I think these do tarnish anyway. And I think they come a little bit aged. So I don't think there's anything in particular. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in particular on there that... yeah, that would be classed as, yeah, any wear and tear even. I think it's just got normal wear and tear. So yeah, this is the Fendigraphy in the small size. So next up, a couple of SLGs. So this is the first one. This is my Chanel card holder, and it is in the beautiful red, and it is a very beautiful true red. It's coming up slightly lighter on my camera, so I will try and do some cutaways of this. Now, this is in lambskin, and I bought this specifically to see what lambskin was like. And yeah, it's held up reasonably well, I think. It's had a lot of use, up until relatively recently. And I think because it's a card holder, it's in and out of pockets, in and out of bags, it has held up reasonably well. It does have some wear on each of the corners, which is obviously what lambskin does, and I'll do some cutaways. But I use this a lot, and I did love it until I got my Calvi card holder from Hermes, and since then I just don't use this. I think the Calvi is more useful for me. So yes, this one is fabulous. It's a little piece of luxury. It isn't perfect, it isn't pristine, it has been used a lot. But yeah, if somebody else can find a use for this, then yeah, I thought I would offer this one for sale. So before I talk to you about the bag that I'm not sure if I will let go or not, and I want some advice from, I just want to show you this last thing. This is from Hermes, and you might be able to tell from the size of the box what's in here, but this is my Pegasus. So it's one of the Rodeos, but it's the Pegasus version. And look at him, he's so cute. He is literally so cute. So this, I've forgotten what this orangey colour is called, but this is Rouge Grenat. Where's my... Here we are. This it's the same colour as my Birkin 25, and so this is Rouge Grenat. This is Blue Broom, which is a beautiful icy blue, and then I've forgotten what this it's like a burnt orange, I can't remember. Anyway, I bought this because I was picking up this bag, and my sales associate offered me this to go with it, and I could have said no. He wouldn't have minded whatsoever if I'd have said no, but I knew these were so hard to get that I thought I should get one. I have put it on the bag a few times and then I take it back off again because charms and they're just not me. They're just literally not me. And I thought because it was a very subtle colour and it just went so beautifully on this bag and it wasn't a bright pop of colour that stood out, I thought I would wear this more or use it more. And I just don't. It's just literally sat in its box. So I don't know. I just don't see the point of having something that's just sat in a box. It's not particularly sentimental to me. This bag is, but yeah, the charm isn't. So because I know how hard they are to get, if one of you guys were interested, then this little fella might be for sale. So yeah, let me know. So the bag that I'm thinking I should let go, but there's something stopping me, is this one. I know I can hear everyone screaming at the screen. These are so hard to get, so hard. So why on earth would I let this go? And I think, I don't know what to do. This is not my favourite. I have other Hermes bags that I love more, and I think that's just the honest truth. I'm not sure I love ETOUPE. I thought I did, I thought I would, but I don't love this colour as much as the other colours I have, such as the Rouge Grenat and the Blue Onk that are behind me, and obviously black. And then I've got my, down here, my Gris Etan Kelly. I just prefer the cool tones of this than the warm tones of this. And also I've come to realise I don't like the contrast stitching. And I know some people love it. I just don't love it. And I don't know why. So should I sell this, guys? Should I? Is this going to be a forever piece that becomes a huge regret in the future? Or it's just a bag. Of course I'm not going to regret it. Or should I sell it and I don't know. It then doesn't have so much value sat on a shelf that isn't being used. I honestly don't know what to do. I feel like it could go. It is immaculate. It's absolutely beautiful. There's literally nothing to note on it. It is stunning. It is really stunning. And when I look at it, I think, what on earth are you thinking of? But I don't think I'd miss it. I really don't. And I think it's sentiment and panic and fear of regret that's stopping me from selling it. So do I keep it? I suppose unless I'm 100% sure, then I should keep it. I think that is probably the answer. But what do you guys think? Help! Anyway, guys, that is it. So anything that you want to know, then you can email me on the email address that's in the description box. You can message me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram. If you want any more information, any more photos, I will put as much as I can in the description box, but obviously happy to send as many photos. Please only message if you are interested in buying. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another one.